Hey guys, what up? It's Apex. Today I'm not lost. But I'm in the woods today. And the only reason because it was nice out and I was on my way home from the dispensary and I said, you know what? Let's pick up something nice cuz lately I've been in a lot of pain and I had to break down last night and take some painkillers because I didn't have my medicine. That's And when I say painkillers, I mean like 4 aspirin at 325 mg. And it just sucked. Waking up this morning, like, yeah, I wasn't in pain, but I feel like sickness, it was not, ugh, ugh. But anyway, today I have Terrapin Monkey Mountain or something, whatever, the thumbnail and links to the description on Instagram. But figured while I was out on my walk today, figured sit down and film the review. So let's begin. Ooh. Oh, man. Well, the taste is definitely more cannabisy than the Moxie ones that I get that are flavored like other things. This definitely hit me in like a different way when I first hit it. Definitely deserves another toke. But like the flavor profile, it just tastes like any other cart, depending on what you get. Certain carts are, taste wise, it's just like, definitely a sweeter, fruitier undertone, almost like lemons and mango with a hint of diesel, I would say. I mean, those are the 3 major flavors I get off this. So. Man, soccer's intense. But yeah, it's already hitting. Yeah, I would think in 2 more hits. Yeah, in like 2 more hits of this, I would definitely be stoned. But right now, this like 2 puffs is good. Oh, before I forget, on that wax I had, the blonde wax, Legend of 91, it was like other waxes I've tried, like a 5 to 6 on the high scale, and no complexity to it whatsoever. It's almost like I was hitting like low grade THC diamonds or just straight up THCA. Like no live resin to it or whatever. It was just like small little high. But I will say this, on the larger rips of it, your throat you will cough. Because if you didn't remember the Gorilla Glue #4 UHP Shatter review, I had that, and I believe it was Green Line. Yeah, it was Green Line that time. Or it could have been, no, was it Green Line? Or was it was either Green Line Sugar or the, wasn't Sugar Plum Sunset. Lime Sorbet, that was the one. Had that and the sugar mixed together. One of those sugars mixed together, put in my dab rig. I honestly thought I was having a heart attack. That's how, like, hard it hit. But yeah, that wax that I got before the blonde, I honestly rated like a 6. It's definitely something you should not hit just by itself. You should add a little like some more like distillate or something to it when you're hitting it. Because it's so dry, it just burns right down too quickly. I mean, the rips are nice, don't get me wrong, it's just more of it needs something to pair along with it. Good thing is it has a nice lemony, like weedy taste almost, more planty-esque, so it's not bad. And supposedly the blonde, from what they told me, it was a cured, they use cured buds instead of like how in live resin they just cut it and then freeze it, then press that. It was cured beforehand, doing all that. So how much was that too? 60. And I will say this, $60 a G is not bad. The $5 extra really does go far, because from when I opened up oh god, what was it called, it was by Terrapin. It was one of their waxes, but the wax was all over the bottom of the dish. With Prime, at least it comes in like a sugar cube almost. Like, that's the best way to describe it. I rather have that than loose stuff, because I don't put these in a separate jar or whatever. I just keep them in the glass jar. So when you're taking your dab tool and scraping it up, all that little bit gets coated to the bottom. If anything, I would honestly wish they would just put a little piece of parchment paper, like Terrapin does, in their box, at minimum. Like, if you could actually manufacture parchment paper that has like no seams in it, and it's like a little dish to put into the glass container, then put the concentrate onto, that'd be amazing. Because concentrate on glass is no bueno if you're trying to get all your medicine, And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, like $60 a G, that's if you do the calculation, that's a little over a gram. Because I was thinking about getting wax liquidizer for that stuff, and getting like another vape mod. The only problem is it's like do I get a box mod, or do I get like a small little like Juul, like not Juul style, but like a smock or something like that, like a little pod device. Because I honestly want to review some of those. I honestly want to review and actually try some of those Terrapin pods. Um, but and the PAX pods too. Like those two are my highest priority. Um, yeah, my highest priority vaporizers to get. Sorry, I thought I heard someone, but I was deciding between one of those two. The only problem is I know it's probably actually cheaper to get a pod style one, and I honestly don't want to do that, but I kind of do at the same time. And so it's like, what do I do here? I just love all these little squirrels and chipmunks running around. It's cute. I actually saw a turtle today that was kind of cool. Actually, right behind me. But yeah, like I said, if you want to support the channel, like I'm not plugging this hard. You want to support this channel or whatever, link down below to the PayPal. Because I honestly want to try more things, and honestly, money's tight right now, and like $30 versus for a battery versus, not get it. That's like the deal. Like, because honestly, I forgot, because I was like, oh yeah, they had the PAX batteries at $14. I can grab one today. Guess what has to happen today? That promo doesn't exist now. All the like vaporizer batteries I would need, because I'm honestly not getting the Geo because the offerings were weak for it, and there was literally no Geo pen pods for probably months. Yeah, and when I was looking at like what they were offering, there was only like 3 to begin with, so I was like, no, the Geo pen's not worth it. But I do want to get a small portable bud vaporizer, because the only 2 I have are like, because I honestly hate the Dynavap for flower, but I can tell it will work amazing for concentrates, because oh yeah, another one I want to get is that Boundless Terp pen, the nectar collector style one. That's ooh, excuse me. If you haven't, that's actually a cool product too. You should check it out. Basically, it's a electric nectar collector. That's like marker size, I would say. Literally $30. Take a little dab, flick it, pocket, walk. Like, that's how cool it is. And I believe it's 10 millimeters, so it will fit in any 10M water piece. And it's kind of cool. They actually updated it now, and it's even better because of how they had insulate. Because with their old coils, they had the coil in like the coil that you would dip into your concentrate and it would vaporize. Well, they had insulation there, and it would melt the insulation stuff, so they got rid of it. So now it's more coil, and it actually gets better much better results because of the more space there and less restriction. Anything else cool I've seen? I mean, besides hemp grinders, which honestly I'm more surprised I haven't seen a lot of, which is kind of funny, you know, but, was the Boundless grinder. Actually, I kind of want to get that. I'll probably buy that myself. Because with Boundless grinder, you make it they make it, custom color to you. So you can pick, like, it's a 3-piece grinder, so it's like the top part of the grinder, you know, that grinds, and then it has a bottom collection plate. There's no keef catcher or whatever, so it's like, so all the material in the keef goes down the collection bowl. It has 0 threads on it, and it's all magnetic based. And the top is like gemstone cut almost. And like I said, there's no thread, so it's all done by magnets, which is pretty baller. But any other cool things? No, not really. There's honestly a lot of all the new stuff that's coming out is like either updates or like sort of new products, or have already been covered by other channels, but it's like some of them are pretty cool. Because honestly, I have a lot of shopping to do for my medication. Because I had to replace I had to get another whip for my titanium vaporizer. Because the whip that I have is so disgusting. I actually cut it, and I cut it, you know, for my measurements, and I just kept cutting it for certain things, you know. And I basically need another tube. And I need another, like, glass piece for it as well. Or I want to upgrade to that metal. Or a different glass piece, honestly. Because I want to use that for flour more. Because I haven't been getting flour because of that reason. It's like super hard to use because the original gas piece broke. So I want to buy another piece, you know, that attaches directly to it and is a mouthpiece. Because the store I got it from, Sneaky Pete, they have like a J-hook style with a glass bottom in the 14mm ground joint, so where it's like a glass plate that has holes in it for airflow. And then and the reason why I like that is because you can still put the little screen on top of that to put your herb in, and then it connects directly to there like a Dynavap would, but instead it goes like a J-hook mouth style, and it's just right up. And I actually kind of like that. And I believe, I would have to check, but I believe I mean, I have to check measurements, but I think I could probably do a minimalist one. I was thinking of using like because I believe they sell 14mm female to 14mm male adapters. Or I did think about that. I would have to finagle that, but that's a pretty cool idea. But I would say overall, this cart, definitely one to take a look at. I'll give you an update when I get back to it and finish it, but that shouldn't take too long. Anyway, guys, this has been Apex. Peace.